What do you think you're doing in here?
I'm minding my own business. Same thing you should be doing.
What's going on, guys and gals? My name's Sean, and if you landed here, you watching Scar My Guitar. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you back. Now, sometimes one of you guys will reach out to me and tell me you done scored some crazy guitar that you want me to have a look at. And if it's something I think's cool, or it's something I can handle, I might just say yes to hooking it up for you. And before we get started here, I want it to be clear that I am totally against buying counterfeit guitars. And it's not because they're not good guitars. I've seen some of those Chibis, man, that are killing. Yeah, I've seen a few smoking tellies come off of AliExpress, for real. Yeah, I'd be lying if I told you I haven't seen plenty of Chibsons that were great guitars. But with that aside, it's not rocket science why I don't like them. It's because they got the wrong name on them. See, in my mind, if Gibson didn't make it, it shouldn't say Gibson on it. Yeah, I certainly don't want somebody making a guitar and then putting scarred on it, unless it's a scarred guitar. Yep, just like you shouldn't be putting little Fender decals on your parts casters, man. Yeah, that's literally no different than you finding all your grandpa's old war medals in his uniform in the closet, and then you putting that stuff on and going up to your local grocery store and telling everybody you was in the war or something. It's no different than that, man. It's stolen valor. I mean, why not just come up with your own thing and screw anybody that don't like it? Be proud of what you did. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Now, hang on just a dang minute. Sean, I didn't come here to hear you crying about counterfeit Gibsons. Bro, look, I know you didn't, and that's my bad. But since these things exist, let me show you this. And what this is the mother of all Chibis in my mind. This is the Kirk Hammett Greenie. Now, I don't know where he bought it from, and I'm not going to advertise the website trying to sell these either. But it's very interesting that it would be really close to the Gibson logo. It's got the truss rod cover correct on there with the 2-screw. Here's what's really interesting. Watch this. It looks like a Nashville bridge on this thing. But the relic job looks like it was done by a 3-year-old. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's flip it over. Yeah, we can really see how bad that relic job is now. Look at this. Looks like somebody was tweaking on something, just sat there and picked on that finish. But even the serial number, look. It's not CNC'd, it's stamped. Fake Grovers. Yeah, this couldn't pass as the real deal for me. Just look at the neck. Not even close. But I wonder if it's a good guitar. What I really mean to say is, can it be a good guitar? Because right now, it plays terrible. Yep, they even aged the strings. They really did. They're all crusty and brown. But they left the binding looking like Snow White. Really, that looks like sugar or salt or something. It's so white. Now, for me, I'm never going to understand that relic stuff. Never. You're never going to see me take a perfectly good brand new guitar, finish it perfectly, and then tear the finish back off of it to where it looks like it's old. Now, it's highly possible you might see me make a guitar with a screwed up finish to begin with, but if I ever get one right, I'll be danged if I'm going to sit down and scrape it up. Yep, I'll never get the relic thing. But let's get this thing off the table and play it unplugged a little bit. Yeah, that dang logo's pretty dang close on this one. Perfectly white nut on a supposedly aged guitar. That white binding kills me on this thing. I got it kind of tuned up a little bit. Sounds pretty good too. I have high hopes for this to be a killer guitar. It's just got super green frets. It's got a weird ring to it. But since we're going to be changing a lot of these parts on this, let's go ahead and play it plugged in too. What do you say? Here's the bridge pickup. Yep, nice and farty. Yep, terrible. Let's hear the neck. Oh. that's terrible, man. Now, I don't know what you're hearing, but that thing's just as farty as any fart I've ever heard. And with the green frets and whatever they put all over those strings, it's almost impossible to play it. But like I said, just from the feel of this guitar and the sound of it unplugged, I got super high hopes for it. But it ain't gonna fix itself up, so that's gonna be enough lip flapping. Let's make it happen. Now, before we get started, some of y'all are probably gonna think this is blasphemy. But we about to put these Seymour Duncan whole lot of humbuckers in this bad boy. And some Spertzel locking tuners. Crazy, huh? We'll push pull him. Definitely gonna coil tap those. We gotta get the strings off first. Yeah, but I don't make you watch this part. Wow, look at what they did to this bridge. I wonder what they put on that. Or if they did something to corrode the chrome. We'll see if we can shine it up. Those posts are kind of tight though. But not a single marking. Oh, this guy's just as loose as a goose. Same thing. No markings. Wow, look how loose those are. This is weird, look. It's like a 6-saddle bridge nut screw. It's got a hexagon key in the top. And then this just slides on that too. Alright, ugly pickups out first. It says B104. I don't know what that means. Bridge. It's supposed to be 10.4. Let's check it. Now it says B 10.4 there. Let's see if that's what it reads. Everything's on. This is the bridge. Let's turn the volume up. Nope. 12.13. Let's see the middle. 606. No. It's everywhere. So we'll say 530 something. Oh, the neck is a 10.5. But it said 10.4 here. Let's see what the neck says. It says N with a 10 on it. Dang, I forgot to take this off. I usually take this off first because they break so easy. Let's see what's in this cover. Alright, get your bets on. Bet this is a bunch of trash in here. I mean, it's not trash, it's usable, but it's all the usual suspects. Those CF dime sized pots you see in every guitar like this ever. Let's see what we got for a switch. Well, not your normal suspect. We can work with that. Let's get all this trash off. Look at this one. That's not a real push-pull. I don't know about you, but I'm not doing this really well. We got to try to fix this. This is terrible. Just like the front here, if you look, you can tell that was done with a Dremel tool, but with a different kind of bit on it. They just went. They could at least did it like the pick would have, up and down. You know what I'm saying? But that's horrible. We're going to try to get rid of that.
Son, I can't believe you did that.
What?
You stripped this whole guitar for a couple scratches? I thought you were scarred guitar.
I mean, there's a difference in a couple of scratches and some guy deliberately did something stupid that looks ugly. That was ugly.
Okay, I agree.
About to maximize this grainage. Whoa, it's already looking like a good one. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. I'll take that. How do you like my chibi now? Huh? You like my chibi better now, don't you?
Hold on, what are you going to use to spray it? Ah,
Yeah.
you got the good stuff.
Yeah, I got the good stuff. Now, if you look in our beautiful new finish, before we buff it here, you'll see a bunch of scratches that were in the veneer that if we would have took the scratches out, it would have went all the way through the veneer. They did that trying to rough it up to make it look old. But you won't notice them too much when we buff it. Now that we got the finish squared away, let's get these aged markings off of it. See what they did to the fretboard? They stained it with something brown, but I don't know what they did, but I'm going to get it off. We don't need that there. Yeah, it's a brand new guitar. It doesn't need to look old. Why would you want to cover up that killer rosewood anyway? Look at that. Look how nice that wood is under there. Look at that. Shoot. See where they put those aged markings on it? It's going to take a little more work. But it comes out. Let's not put that old ugly tailpiece on there. We'll use this one. I just want to get this crud off these ends if I can. I probably can't. Who knows? We're going to try it anyway. That's a little better. Much better too. Now I'm getting ready to use these Spurzel tuners here, but the holes are too big for this, so we're gonna have to come up with something else. So instead we'll just put these Kluson Deluxe on there. It'll give it a more authentic Gibson look anyway, since he wants the logos and stuff left on there. Let's get these off of here. You can always tell the real Seymour Duncans by how thick this plastic is. The fake stuff, they've never put this thick plastic. This is real thick. Before we go getting too crazy, let's juice this fretboard up a little bit. Alright, today we're going to be using these push pulls to split the coils on these humbuckers. But this right here has to be grounded together. I like using a D string. Don't ask me why. It's just easy to stick this through here to the other side. Cathy, hold this for me.
Oh no. Today you'll be using your handy dandy holder downer 5000.
Oh, what?
There you go.
Oh yeah. I love this thing. Just put that like that right there. Now Seymour Duncan's color code is pretty much all the same on all their pickups I've ever seen. This is the hot, green and bare are the ground, and red and white are the other side of the coil that splits it. So we're going to put this here in the middle on one side. If I were using one push pull for both pickups, I'd put the other one on the other side. But since I'm only using this for one, I just put this on one side. I'll do some .22 UFs on this thing. Sure you can't read that, but that's the one we got. So I need to put that there. And then this just needs to solder onto the side, like that. Put some solder on that to ground it. Come over here, everybody can see. Now I don't like this little ground wire being bare all down here, so I'll slide this on it. You know? And this, boys and girls, is the output. It's going to go to the volume pot. This little guy right here. One down, rinse and repeat. Now, look what I got. Look at what I got. Let's take a good look. Now the brown don't really match that great, but the owner said he loved the different color, so we'll go with that. Can a Chibson be better than a Gibson? I'm beginning to wonder, man. Man, this thing sounds freaking killer. Looks freaking killer now too, don't it? Alright, let's pull this push-pull up and hear what it sounds like in the single coil. Oh yeah. What more can you want? Let's push it back down here again in the bridge. Yeah, it's got that big giant Les Paul sound just like you want. Bro, it plays like one too. Remember I said that Groat didn't? This does. Yeah, this plays like a Gibson Les Paul. Sure does. Let's put it in the middle. Hear what it sounds like. Now that's both pickups. Man, sounds good to me. Let's pull the push-pull up in both of them. That sounds like a telly in the middle to me. Yeah. All right, let's push them down, go to the neck. Syrup all over the place. let's single coil this guy. Now look, I said at the beginning of this video that I hate these counterfeit guitars. But I gotta say this too. They exist, and I thoroughly believe that Gibson has something to do with these being sold. If I was Gibson, there's no way I could let this go on. Absolutely no way. This guitar is every bit as good as any one of theirs. Now I'm having a real hard time believing Gibson's not in on this, because this tuner came off that Chibson. And this Epiphone headstock right here I'm showing you has the same exact tuners on it that were on the Chibson. Those are fake Grobers on this $1,000 Epiphone headstock that's broken. Yeah, I honestly don't know, but I got my suspicions, you know what I'm saying? Now here's the real question. Can your Chibson be as good as or better than a real Gibson? I don't see why not. They're made out of the same exact woods. You put some killer parts on your Chibson, you're gonna have a killer guitar, especially if you can get somebody to set it up right, make it play really good. Now with all that being said, I don't recommend you go out and buy some Chibson, man. This is basically a call out to Gibson to put a stop to the Chibsons, because they should. I'll say it again, if that was my guitar company being knocked all off on eBay the way they are, bro, I would be raising Cain. Yeah, that old guy Mayhem would definitely pay a visit to them. But they don't, they let it go on. There's fake Grovers on their Epiphone. Same ones on the Chibson. I just showed you. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I know my buddy's got a killer guitar now. And I know me and Cathy really appreciate you watching. And I hope to see you in the next one. But until I do see you again, don't you touch my scarred guitar.